Western Australia is a vast landscape, stunningly beautiful and yet full of variety and dramatic contradictions. A unique part of the world with a pioneering spirit born from its sense of isolation. But today, we live in an age of instant communications where the world can be beamed to us in a moment. On television, we can see the world change before our eyes. Through television, we can be informed by the most powerful tool available. When we want to be entertained by the latest movies and miniseries, or the best in Australian drama, comedies and specials, it's a smorgasbord of programs from here and around the world. Television, in your home every day at the flick of a switch. And at Channel 7, we can put you in the mood.
Looking for a good time and a whole lot of thrills. Looking for excitement and some laughs and spills. Looking for some action and your favorite shows. Looking for the biggest stars that everyone knows. You know you got the 7 with the right attitude. Cause 7 puts you in the mood. In the mood. On 7, lucky you. On 7, 7 puts you in the mood.
Television. We know how it looks from this side of the screen, but how does it work behind the scenes?
Welcome to TVW Channel 7. I'm Susanna Carr, and I'd like you to join me as we discover just how a television station works.
This is from...
Channel 7 was the first television station to broadcast here in Western Australia. And as you'll see, things have changed a great deal since these first historic moments heralded a new age to home entertainment in the West. Today, the latest in computer technology and the most advanced satellite communication systems combine with a complement of television professionals to bring you a service that's second to none.
From our studio facilities here at Tuart Hill come a large variety of television programs, from news to fun shows for kids, from magazine-style morning programs to specials and sporting commitments for the entire Australian television network.
Alexis, Eddie has it, just in from the boundary, good-looking effort. That's a great goal from there. Wilson has the run of it, down towards the pocket. He pulls it back for Langdon. Becker's drifting to Sumich.
But where does it all begin?
The programs themselves are put together in a combination of efforts from people in different departments.
Into us here. If you'd like to send something, we'll be giving you a address.
In the production department, producers are responsible for the content of programs, what style it will be, who'll star in it, and what they'll say. Producers, in turn, rely on directors to turn these ideas into sounds and pictures. The director does this by working with a variety of personnel, including director's assistants, production assistants, cameramen, musicians, and graphic artists. From the operations and engineering departments, audio directors, tape operators, lighting directors, technical directors, and technicians, all are responsible for the successful recording and transmission of those programs.
Only a few programs actually go to air live. Most are pre-recorded either in studios like this or out on location.
Once the director has shot all the vision he needs, then comes the task of editing all the material together. It's at this stage, called post-production, that he may use some special effects. In this age of computer technology, almost anything is possible to give the pictures an extra dimension. Once programs are produced, either here at TVW or outside the station, they arrive in the program department for scheduling. It's the program department which decides when programs will be shown. It does this in accordance with the guidelines laid down by the Australian Broadcasting Tribunal, which provides for time slots where only programs of specific classification may be shown. There are times when the program departments from throughout the Seven network combine to decide the best time slot for your favourite program, making sure it's compatible with the Tribunal's guidelines. Having scheduled the programs, now it's time for the on-air promotion machine to take over. producing the station commercials, which let you know what shows are coming up and when you'll see them.
A scientist who proves star signs aren't a load of rubbish. Beyond 2000, Tuesday.
Of course. Tom Bosley is Father Dowling in the movie premiere tonight.
If there's one slip, she'll be paralysed for life.
She'd be better off dead than stuck in a wheelchair.
Will the operation be a complete success?
At least she's alive, Mr. Briggs.
A Country Practice, 7:30 tonight.
But it's not just on television that we receive information about our favourite shows, or the personalities we see on the screen. This is where the publicity and promotion departments come into play. Programs are publicised through newspapers in stories which may be of interest to viewers, and also in advertisements. Outside promotions and special events bring the station off the TV screen and into public life.
The programs are locked in and the publicity machine is in operation. Now all the information is passed on to the traffic department to ensure everything gets to air according to plan.
It's here in the traffic department that not only the programs, but also the commercials and station promos are scheduled to go to air at their specified times. This is achieved by compiling a timetable of events called a log. The log covers everything that goes to air, and here all the relevant details are listed along with the exact time they'll be going to air. The traffic department can tell to the second what will be showing on the channel as much as 2 days ahead. A television station's main source of income is through the sale of commercial time. Without the revenue raised by these commercials, it would be impossible to produce or buy the programs we see each night. The commercials are placed into programs at times that best suit the purposes of the advertiser. It's here in the sales department that strategies and opportunities for the advertiser are developed. Well, the programs have been bought, they've been scheduled for broadcasting. Now the station's operations and engineering departments take over once again. This time to play the programs to air and monitor the quality of the transmission to make sure the program you see on TV at home is exactly as it should be. That all happens in the station's nerve centre, master control. Here, incoming and outgoing signals are controlled and checked. In fact, master control is in contact with almost everything. It receives signals from throughout the viewing area when microwave signals are beamed back to the station from one of our mini sporting telecasts, or when the Channel 7 chopper needs to relay vision back for an important news story. It also receives incoming links from the rest of Australia and even overseas. Many programs are beamed to us via satellite, then recorded for playback later in the day or night, or they may be telecast directly into your homes. An example of this will be when Channel 7 presents the 1992 Olympic Games from Barcelona in Spain.
Barcelona, Barcelona. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así.
In all, $667 million and tens of thousands of hours will go into making this 2,000-year-old city the setting for some of the most stunning venues and facilities ever built by man. The Summer Olympic Games is undoubtedly the world's single greatest spectacle, sporting or otherwise. No other has ever matched its power to so clearly demonstrate the noblest endeavours of the human spirit.
It's a beautiful deflection by Pereira. This is Cates. Lee Cates has got the shot on goal and it's in the net. Lee Cates has scored.
It's the best feeling in the world. It's just great. Absolutely great.
Yes, Barcelona means the Games are back home on the Australian television network. For 16 days, over 16 million Australians unashamedly cheer, salute and celebrate the pride of our nation.
And look at the draft he's providing for Duncan Armstrong. Armstrong sailing on the way.
Can you talk, Laurie?
Barcelona in 1992 will bring us new heroes and heroines, moments of tears, moments of joy, memories of the courage of which legends are made.
Barcelona, Barcelona.
From master control to the presentation control room. In here, a person called a coordinator puts the material to air. With the help of a computer, amiably called Simon, the coordinator switches between programs which are relayed from videotape machines and commercials which are replayed from a video cassette player. But it's a little bigger than the one you may have at home. This is all done according to the log, which was prepared in the traffic department.
It's from here in the 7 newsroom that the daily task of preparing the nightly bulletin begins.
7 Nightly News.
Okay, we'll be there. News never stops. And from early in the morning, stories are being researched, overnight bulletins examined, and our reporters are preparing to cover the day's major events. So the journalist has his or her story. It's been shot, written and edited. Now it's up to the producer to place it in our nightly bulletin. With stories available through the 7 network around Australia and from around the world through the American NBC network, Australian Associated Press and London's Viz News, our resources are vast.
Nobody knows news like 7.
Well, unless a major story breaks, everything's now ready to go to air. I'm off to join Susanna in makeup while the director makes sure everything's ready in the studio.
Story on tape 23. Stand by, Susanna. Coming out in 5. Fans distraught family. 4.
It's a great story.
3. Stand by, BC 2.
Nobody knows news like 7.
Tonight, the state government moves to lower the drink driving limit to 0.05.
The pills which could prevent one of our most shocking diseases.
And a television stunt ends in disaster.
7 Nightly News with Rick Arden and Susanna Carr.
Good evening and welcome to 7 Nightly News. Also tonight, more allegations of corruption in Perth.
So, the station's on air, and we're broadcasting a variety of programs to you, the viewer. But what happens when we have to get all the cameras outside the station to cover the Eagles or the Wildcats games, or any one of a number of sporting events that happen off the station?
To do this, we use our outside broadcast trucks. These transportable television facilities allow us to operate a mobile television studio, a self-contained unit which can be mobilised with a crew of technicians and operations staff to bring you a sporting event as it happens. These pictures are then beamed back to Channel 7 and into the station's master control area. As you can see, so many areas rely on each other when we produce a program, and none more so than our annual telethon. Channel 7's telethon is a project so big that a number of people are employed year-round in its preparation. And on the big night, thousands of volunteers are also brought in to help make this an event recognised around Australia as the most successful and professional telethon produced in this country. In fact, our contingent of overseas stars that have been warmly welcomed to Perth over the years have all been overwhelmed by the generosity shown by West Australians. And they've returned home with a special memory of Perth, its people and our telethon. Channel 7's commitment to the community has always been strong. A television station is not just the programs we show, but also the spirit of the people who work within its walls.
TVW 7 is a leader here in the Perth community, and over the years has been recognised not just here, but around the world for its innovations, ideas, and ongoing pursuit of the finest standards of television broadcasting.
Good talent, a whole lot of thrills. Looking for excitement and some lots of skills. Looking for some action and your favorite shows. Looking for the biggest stars that everyone knows. You know you come to 7 with the right attitude. Cause 7 puts you in the mood. We got a hunch that hits you, loves you doing it right. And there's no better place to be on Saturday night. When you go off the mood to see some fun with Hey Dad. A country rock that takes us through from happy to sad. You know you come to 7 with the right attitude. Cause 7 puts you in the mood. In the mood, on 7, in the mood, on 7, in the mood. Feeling so romantic and you're home and away. Fast forward for an hour, look at Pixie and say, they will keep you laughing with the rockiness now. I know it's time for fun and Seven knows how. You know you've come to Seven with the right attitude.